What's going on, Atlas peeps? It is Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
What are we doing on
What's happening?
What are we doing on a Wednesday?
What is?
I guess
This was your idea. This was all your idea.
This was my idea. Atlas friends. Obviously, we've got a big trip going on this weekend, and we've been interviewing a ton of recruiters. Rich has been doing a good job to get those recruiters out there that are going to Vegas. And I basically called them out. I said, hey, it's really not fair that all these people are getting interviewed and you're not. So
That's true. I did make it a point before we went to talk to at least every recruiter that was going through these 5-question Fridays.
Yep.
5-question Wednesdays.
So I told him earlier in the week. I didn't surprise him this morning, but I told him earlier in the week, like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and
I knew my time would come eventually. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I was just happy that I showed up this morning. You hadn't got a haircut yet.
Right.
Because like I know there was some discussion last week with Angela and then our wives.
Taryn, I tried. I don't believe it's going to happen. I'm going to get mine cut later today if you want to go with me.
Well, we might work something out.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. You know, we had this discussion yesterday.
$12 at Great Clips. That's a good deal.
That is a great deal, especially for our trip.
Yes.
You know, so, but we're gonna kick it off.
Let's do it. Let's go. I've been nervous about this all week.
Have you?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, it's weird to be on the other side.
It is kind of weird to
know?
be answering the questions rather than asking them. You're right.
That's right. So the first question, like, who is Rich Smith?
Oh boy.
Like who is he? Who is Rich Smith?
I practiced in the car this morning, anticipating this one in question 5. You know, I'm going to answer the same way everybody else does, man. I'm a husband. I'm a father, and man, I'm proud of what we've built here at Atlas. That's really. I'm kind of a nerd too. I know you probably, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you see. I was so excited for the Apple announcement yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, one of our client managers here, Mark Stock, has reignited some interesting comic books that I've always had for years, and much to my wife's dismay, I think it's all his fault. Jenny, he did it. He's not over there to defend himself. So
what is question 1A? What is your favorite comic book?
Growing up, I just bought it actually. So Hulk 340. It's a pretty iconic cover. It's Wolverine, and he's got his claws up like this, and you can see the Hulk's reflection in his claws. I never had it as a kid. Like, it was too expensive back then. Like,
Sure.
That was the thing. Todd McFarlane was the guy back when we were junior high school. And so they were just way too expensive, and I never owned one. And I just bought one last week with Mark's help. He kind of found it, and so then I bought it.
That's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
That's way out of my league, not something I grew up, but I know how much it excites you.
I was so excited when that came in the mail.
Pretty cool.
I was so happy.
So, like, growing up, and we won't bore people with where you grew up, because
Sure.
Your family and my family kind of grew up in the same area, but like, what were you passionate about growing up?
Oh man, so in high school I was competitive acting, debate, forensics. I hate that you're going to your phone right now. I don't know what you're looking up, but that was high school for me, man. I was in debate and forensics, and like that was a thing, man. I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I still talk to. In fact, I just posted something on his Facebook page over the weekend. I still talk to my high school drama teacher, who actually, ironically, is teaching drama over in Council Bluffs right now at a school there.
Oh,
so
that is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny you bring that up.
Oh no.
I mean, really, because like. Tell me. I'll show you first.
Where did you get that?
And then I'll show everybody else. So what?
Oh
so
my
what?
Gosh.
So what? This is
me.
This is Rich right here. What is this? Is this for
right
a? Is this for a play?
There. That was Carousel. Yeah, that was. I was in. The sophomore year. Probably?
Yeah.
Sophomore year at Carousel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a big part?
No. I was never that. No, I was like one of the guys that showed up at the clam bake. No.
So where did this come from? Like,
oh my goodness.
Is that glamour shots?
Glamour shots. Yeah.
Wow.
Who gave you these?
Don't worry about that.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry.
Glamour shots.
I mean, I think we need to see that again.
Oh boy.
That's
here. Wait.
There you go.
Right there. Oh,
There you go.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's just.
Look at that shirt too. God,
I know.
That shirt's terrible.
But going back to the haircut, like I think this, like I am.
Yes.
I am jealous.
Where'd you get that picture? I don't even have that picture.
I am just like
that mullet is the best.
I think we don't cut our hair.
I was the
and we
coolest.
try to go for the mullet.
We totally should. We
Yeah.
totally should.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so I'll go back. The Glamour Shots picture was from. Along with acting, I was in show choir.
Yep.
And I got a scholarship to my freshman year of college, freshman and sophomore year of college, in show choir. So that was our picture that we took for like the like yearbook and
Sure.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can't believe you found those.
Yeah.
Who did you get those from?
I have my sources.
Awesome.
I have my
Oh
sources.
my gosh, that's crazy.
No, just super cool, and you know, we all have something from our background that you know, playing sports, show choir. I mean, it's something that made us who we are today.
Yes, it
know?
absolutely does. Yeah,
and pretty cool that you were involved in those.
Oh gosh.
So we'll get off that soapbox, but a lot of people. A lot of people around the office and people that know you, you're a big collectible guy.
Yes.
And I've come over to your house and watched some baseball games and some other things, and you have just a fantastic collection of baseballs, bats. We've got some bases when we've gone to the St. Louis games and stuff like that. Like, so two question: what piece out of everything means the most to you?
Ooh.
And then, which one was the hardest to get?
Okay.
So first question, which piece means the most to you out of everything that you've ever bought or gone and got?
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of pieces that mean a lot. Ernie Banks signed a photo for us a year before he died. My brother and I got to meet him, and that was pretty fantastic to meet Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. I mean, that was the thing.
Absolutely.
Man. I think the piece that means the most to me though is my wife bought me an autographed World Series bat, an Anthony Rizzo autographed World Series bat for our anniversary this past year.
Yeah.
Our 10-year anniversary was this past year, and she got me that autographed bat. So
That's cool.
it is pretty fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is that hanging in the basement?
It's right in the middle. Yeah, it's right
it's
in
the showpiece now.
It's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And then the other one was the hardest one to get. Something that you had seen or you just always wanted, and you kind of had to dig it or search it out.
Yeah. So I guess, and I can't remember how I eventually obtained it, but there's a photo of Ron Santo in 1969 where they're at Shea Stadium and the black cat runs out on the field and runs around him in the on-deck circle and then runs into the dugout, and they never found that cat.
Yeah.
But from that point on, the Cubs tanked and the Mets took off, and they were the Miracle Mets, and we didn't even, and we lost the division to the Mets that year after the black cat ran around Ronnie and ran off. And so he autographed pictures with the cat running around, and so that was
that's pretty cool.
A lot of being a Cubs fan is pain, and so
it's you say that, but I was lucky enough to last year during the run to the World Series. I got to. I'm not a Cubs fan at all, but I got to spend it with Rich and Corey and some other people through their journey, and I was there the night that they won, and I've never seen people so excited. It was awesome.
There have been some moments of pure joy in my life. So just complete and utter joy.
Yes.
Kids, wife, wedding, that type of thing. Cubs win the World Series.
Yeah.
That was pure joy.
It was awesome. I wish you guys could be a part of it. It was definitely a cool thing.
Yep.
So, a lot of people might know or not know, but I mean, you basically helped start Atlas. I mean, it was coming over from industry experience before, but took a chance and probably sold half your life away to kind of start Atlas. But looking back 5 years later now, I'm coming up on 3 years, and I'm just so proud to be part of Atlas and stuff. But like, what are you most proud of for Atlas?
I think you and Madrigal and those guys that came over like right after Ryan got here, and then we took over in earnest. That we bought what was Atlas and then took off, and it's you guys. I mean, it's how you've taken it and you've really made Atlas Atlas, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's what I'm most proud of.
That's awesome. That's awesome, because I think people know it's about the people. It's about
Yes.
It's not about anybody else. It's about the nurses first and those kind of things. And
Yep.
and it's people like you from the beginning days that kind of set the groundwork. And there were probably some scary days there.
I wish, and I wrote a piece last night actually that I'll end up saving for the end of the year. But it's you'll read it, you'll hear about it. I wish that you could see, you and everybody could see this now from my eyes.
Sure.
So you could see just like how far we've come and how we've got a long ways to go. Trust me, we're not even close to being there yet.
Nope, I agree.
But where we were, and it's pretty magical, man.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Pretty...
And you talk about Chris and I coming in, and like I said, I'm coming up on 3 years, and we were in a small little office, and
Yep.
we thought we knew what we knew, and
we had no idea.
We had no idea.
No.
And
Yeah.
it's just amazing to see where it's gone, and it's fun to even think about, what are the next 5 years like? What are the next 10 years like?
Yes.
And
Yep.
everything. So
Because at a time it was scary to think about that, right?
It
Like,
was.
is it going to happen, or what do we have to do,
Yeah.
right? I mean, so now that, like I said, we haven't gotten there yet, and I don't even know if I'll ever feel like we've really made it, but when we can think ahead and think like, wow, yes,
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. But it's funny, you're wearing our shirt today, and I say our shirt because Rich and I are big Marcus Lemonis fans.
Yes.
And it's about people, it's about process, and it's about your product.
Yep.
And
This wasn't an accident today. I wore this on purpose because I knew. Yeah.
But we talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
You got to have the right people, you got to have the right processes, and the people to make those processes run, and then your product is travel nursing.
Yep.
And we love that business and that part of it.
Yep.
So very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So obviously, last question.
All right.
And I know you've traveled some. So I mean, you've been overseas and just went to Alaska. So those kind of are off the charts, but like where in the world would you go? One place.
So Jenny and I have actually had this conversation before. Because she knew this was coming eventually,
Sure.
or whatever. And I said, look, my answer is the same no matter what.
Sure.
Right center field, Wrigley Field, bleachers. That's
But
it.
you've been there
I
already.
don't care. If I could go someplace right now, it would be right center field bleachers on the rail watching BP. That's heaven, man. That is heaven. I mean, I've been a lot of places. I loved when we went to when we went to Russia and adopted our son. Going to Moscow was amazing. I'd stand in Red Square and and just feel the history. Like you could feel the history there.
Yep.
But yeah, if I had to choose one place that I could go right now, right center field bleachers at Wrigley Field.
And I don't see. I mean, other than we have a trip plan. I mean, I think you should take me because I've never been to Wrigley.
We should totally go.
And shame on me.
I know, right?
So we'll have to do that. So,
Yeah.
but it's been fun. I appreciate it.
That was so much easier than I thought it would be. So much easier.
I know we're gonna get pushed around for the pictures that we came up.
I still want to know who you got. Oh my gosh!
But everybody, Rich Smith, honestly, people, great guy. Facebook wise, I mean, he's the face of our company and should be. I
This is the face of Atlas. Oh my gosh!
And but just does a great job. But seriously, come find us in Vegas this weekend if you have time. Just shake hands, introduce yourself. We'd love to see you. If you're part of the family or you're not part of the family, we're just here to support you one way or the other.
Just come by and say hi. We're gonna say thank you. Like that's what it's all about for us this weekend. So we'll
all
see
right,
you
guys.
there.
Peace out. Be safe. Have a good one.
All right, thanks.